Common Guru. I'm Jax. Today we're going to take a look at the third question in our question series called A New Year, A New Way. This question series is designed to challenge yourself to take a better look at who you are and possibly uncover areas of your life that are actually holding you back. So, today, question 3. Do you often make mistakes in your work? I know I seem to laugh every time the question comes up, but it's unbelievable on how some of these questions just hit so close to home for me. My husband has a nickname for me, and it's called Calamity Jax, and I come by it honestly. It took a long time for me to sit and look at myself in regards to this question of why I make mistakes constantly. And I realized the issue is that I don't put myself in the present moment. When a situation comes up, say for instance just as simple as making pancakes the other day, I'm so focused on what I have to do after or around, or it has nothing to do with the pancakes. So I'll be starting to do the pancakes and I dive into it, but I don't prepare myself. I don't get the ingredients out. I don't get the bowls out. I don't get the recipe out. I don't get the griddle ready. I don't have the utensils ready. So instead I look like a one-armed wallpaper hanger running around like a chicken with my head cut off in the kitchen, making a colossal mess, which also gave me the nickname of Hurricane Jax. And it's true. If you go to my Steam It blog, you'll see a article that I wrote called Hypocrisy is a Fabulous Thing. And it gives a very humorous look at how I entered into slob rehab with my wonderfully neat and orderly husband. He has this adage that, well, if you use something, you put it away. And as simple as it sounds, sometimes the simplest things are the hardest to do. He actually lives by that motto. I didn't even think there was a human that could possibly do that, but I married one. And it was very difficult for me, for I felt very judged and criticized, and nothing I ever did was good enough because it didn't matter how hard I tried. My house was always a mess, and he would give me the look, and the look would be that you left something out again, or there's some kind of mess. So I took a look at myself and realized that in those small things where I wasn't putting things away, I actually wasn't setting myself up for success because it carried into my work life as well. And I wasn't as orderly as I should have been, and my attention to detail wasn't as great, all because I didn't put myself in the present moment to give myself 100% attention to what I was doing and setting myself up to do the job to my best of my abilities. So I had the wonderful time of having my family down for Christmas this past holiday, and I had worked on myself to the point where my house is quite neat and orderly all the time. It's awesome. You have so much more room for mental energy and creativity when you're not worrying about what is next on your to-do list. Well, my mother and 2 boys came to visit, and I realized that I came by the name Hurricane Jax quite honestly, and that I had created 2 little hurricanes of my own. So we had a sit-down talk. And I sat there and went, you know what, boys? There's some things that I've done really great as a parent, but in this one area I failed you. It's very important that you understand that the whole idea of not putting stuff away after you use it, I failed you because it's a nightmare. And I started to point out some of the small little things in the areas where you just drop something there and you didn't put it back. And I told them there are 2 things that help stop you from setting yourself up for success. The one, well, I don't feel like putting it away right now, I'll put it away later. You very rarely put it away later, and all of a sudden your counter or your living room or your bedroom is filled with things that you should have put away at first and you leave to put away later, and it becomes a nightmare or a hurricane. The second thing that I found, another form of laziness that I discovered, was the just in case process, where I'm going to leave the ketchup out on the counter just in case I need it. But if I just put it in the fridge, if I need it, it's the same thing to go to the fridge and get it than it is to go to the counter. Because in my case, the counter's here and the fridge is right over there. So it would have been the same thing. After I realized those 2 things, the amount of housework that I had to do was nothing. So I sat them both down and I showed them what I meant and how I had changed and how it was so much easier. Next thing you know, my younger one comes over and my mom left the butter out. Or I can't remember what she left out, but he goes over and he pulls me aside. He goes, Bob, can you see that? Baba left that out. And I'm like, yeah. And he looks at me and goes, I didn't see what you meant before, but oh my gosh, I'm going to take a look at that and I'm going to start watching that for myself because it makes life so much easier. And if you would have saw this boy when he was younger, this was not the case. So take a look at your own life. Are there areas in your life that you're procrastinating and you're not doing what you're supposed to do only because you don't feel like it? Or you lie to yourself like I did that I'm just going to do it and just leave it there just in case I need it later? I'm telling you, if you slowly just take those small things and put them away as soon as you do it, you clear up so much energy in your life and so much energy in your mind. I hope you enjoyed this third installment in our New Year, New Way question series. Tomorrow we're going to do another question, and it is, are you sarcastic or obnoxious? Me? Sarcastic? Nah. Join us tomorrow for the response. You can take a look at my Steam It post and blog, and there you'll find a written version of these questions plus a whole other bunch of other articles that you might enjoy. Check us out in the description below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.